Hello, awakened beings. Welcome to this channel. Here I do tarot and oracle readings to support you along your spiritual journey. If that interests you, feel free to check out any other content on the channel, as well as interact with this video as you feel called to. Today's reading is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising, February 2026 predictions. What can you expect? Let's go. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising, February 2026 predictions. Scorpio. Somebody here might have a musical talent or like to be kind of playful and silly. Okay. We have 3 of presents at the back of the deck. Okay. Anything with this 3 of presents real quick? I do feel like you could be planning like some sort of event or partaking in some sort of event. This could also, sorry, sometimes I forget to pick up the card. This could also be symbolic of just kind of like your work environment where you feel at peace, you feel like everybody's doing their role, communication as well. Yeah, I really like this card. This is one of my favorite cards because I feel like people are playing to their strengths. So like the tall, sturdy person is doing the wheelbarrow, and then the smaller person is carrying the box that they're able to carry. So with this, if this is regarding your work environment, I just feel like people are doing, like leaning into their strengths, and then where other people need help, help comes in. So there's this balance of like, hey, I'm not so strong at this. Okay, other person comes and helps. Oh, I'm not so strong at this. Other person comes and helps. So it's very team oriented, team focused, and just kind of well balanced out. This could be your general work environment or home environment, but I feel like it's symbolic of an environment. But it also could be indicating like a specific event that you are working or handling. Something like that could involve volunteering, or it could involve like, somebody's birthday or anniversary or graduate now. Well, I don't know. Just some sort of gathering, so to speak. Okay, let's see what else. This page of needles is right underneath, and this is one of my silly cards, and I did feel the energy of being silly. Excuse me. So you could I'm seeing children now. Okay, Spirit just showed me children running around, like a group of them. So it honestly kind of feels like either children like on a playground or going on a field trip. You could be chaperoning a field trip or something like that. But yeah, that was really cute. Okay, or maybe you're taking children somewhere. Maybe you work with children. But yeah, there's just this playful energy, childlike energy. There's a little bit of mischievous, but not really. A lot of it is like standard child giggles and playfulness. Okay. So maybe if there are no children involved, this could just be your energy of just being very lighthearted and playful. Which, if this is your energy, I'd be surprised, because most people are challenged by, maintaining or staying connected with their inner child. So, yeah. But anyway, we got that. What else here? I keep getting this energy of a child. Like maybe a child is helping you with something. Like, because Spirit just showed me like you cooking or something, and a child coming up, and you're like, okay, can you bring me this? And then the child brings it. So I feel like you're involved with the child in some way. Okay. let's move off of the child story, please. Anything else? Okay, isolation. I feel like this is more like a date or like a going out. This is also symbolic of like an event. And so like maybe somebody is, I don't know, this is a little bit conflicting because there's a little bit of homebody to where like somebody is literally like, okay, come on, it's time to go out, right? Um, and then there's a little bit of extrovert too, where like you have to prepare for something important or speak at something important, partake in something. So I don't know, I just get this mixed energy of like there being an event or something you have to do or dress up for, and then you're not really like wanting to do it. Okay, interesting. All right, let's move along here. We got the Hierophant. Okay, hold on, because this right here is the card of like the teacher card. Um, and what's interesting about this person, if you've ever seen The Nightmare Before Christmas, is this is one of his faces. He can turn his face around and the other one's smiley. Okay, and so with this Hierophant, I just feel like this is honestly piggybacks on the isolation where like you could, wait, this reading is for Scorpio? But yeah, it just feels like it's giving like introvert, um, or and also empath, where you're just kind of like don't really want to be around people too often and just kind of need to retreat and pause. And so I'm just drawn to this space in particular where like you have to show up and kind of either be a parent or be like, do your part in an event or something like that. Or, yeah. But at the end of the day, yeah, it just seems like, you show up and do your job, but you're kind of like exhausted a little bit. So I do feel like with this isolation card, this is just a quick message that you could, like for the month of February, you could benefit from scheduling some sort of time alone. 100%. Okay, let's move on. Anything else with the Hierophant? This is the teacher card, mentor card. So this will confirm the child story that Spirit has been telling me. But for those of you, again, who are not involved with a child, this could just be you, maybe organizing or directing other staff in a way, okay? Teaching, speaking of something of the sort, planning something in particular, scheduling something, those kinds of things. And it could be work related or it could be on a personal level where you're just kind of like trying to organize some sort of a gathering or something, okay? But honestly, it just feels like you have to do it and you don't want to. Yeah, I honestly, you guys, you could benefit from time alone or vacation or something like that because this is giving you need some self-care. I'm just gonna throw that out there. But it's not giving that are tired. I mean, it's not giving that you're unsatisfied or dissatisfied. It's not giving that because we do have Three of Presents that was first out, and we've got like this high energy and stuff like that. So I'm not picking up on you being unhappy or anything. It's just more so needing to recharge. And also because it seems like you have to say things multiple times, like to repeat yourself to get people to listen or for things to get done. And so yeah, like I feel like you could use a break from like talking. Give your voice a rest. Okay. Or also, I did pick up on somebody with a musical talent. So maybe this is about singing or, or for someone in particular. Okay. Ace of Candles, Seven of Needles. All right. What do we got for the Ace of Candles? Impartiality. Give me a little bit more. Honestly, this feels like what I was just saying. So impartiality is like this card of balance where you got, two things, but you need to balance your energy just right to where they're evening out, right? Because if you're putting more focus on this side and not this side, then this one will be higher than the other one. Basically, imagine them like scales, right? And so with this Ace of Candles, the candles indicate like your energy, your passion, your desire, and like what you're funneling that fire into. And so with the impartiality card, I just feel like it's exactly as I just said, like needing to balance the extrovert and the introvert, and like, making sure you got some self-care going on, and just kind of like revitalizing your flame. Okay. What else do we have with the Ace of Candles here? For some of you, I'm picking up like amusement park, clown, birthday party person. Like, I'm picking up like high energy. Okay. But yeah, Spirit just showed me like an amusement park. Okay. Keep going. Clarify Ace of Candles. Safe travel. What did I just say? I'm like, are you going to an amusement park? Are you packing for a vacation, but you're taking the kids, and so it's not really like a vacation for one. But anyway, we got the card of safe travel here. So I feel like you desire to, go out somewhere, or desire to travel, or have a passion for travel, have a passion for something in particular. But with the safe travel card, and the waves are really rising up. It's not like even ocean water. They're actually really rising up. So, yeah. You could be traveling to an amusement park, or to an island, just somewhere. It doesn't have to be like a whole, vacation thing, but I just feel like there's travel involved to whatever situation I'm picking up on. Okay, let's get over to the Seven of Needles here. Why the Seven of Needles? I do also feel that emotions are running high, just because I'm being drawn to how the waves are really rising up. Okay, hold on. So emotions are running high, but you also got this bird here that's basically like, you're safe, you're okay, you're protected. So I do feel like emotionally, you could experience something for the month of February, but I just feel like, this is a message of like just kind of riding the wave. You'll be okay. Safe travel. Okay. Clarify Seven of Needles. Okay, so something is kind of struggling to come out, or something is taking a while to come to light. Okay, so the Seven of Needles is a card of where the truth can be revealed, and we do have this expansion card. And so I was shuffling for a while, and I just felt like it's taking a while to realize something. So I do feel like for the month of February, something you're gonna have a realization, but it might be something that comes more towards the middle or end of the month. But yeah, let's get a little bit more into that. What is this realization, Spirit? Hold on, I want to keep this card out. Okay, what is the realization? Seven of Needles. What realization? Well, okay, we got Three of Potions. Clarify Three of Potions. This feels more like a team. It kind of feels more like you realizing that, I guess, kind of like being grateful or leaning more into your team, because we started out with Three of Presents, where I felt like, everything was going smoothly, people were doing their role, there's great teamwork and stuff, communication, and then there's expansion and Three of Potions. And if you look at the Three of Potions, it starts here, and then there's more on top of more and more, 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 more. So, what do you mean more? Clarify Three of Potions. Completion. It feels like I don't know. I'm getting this. So with the Three of Potions, I'm getting this energy of like things coming out of the woodwork, where it's like you think it's like surprise. Okay, so like you think this is the person, and then they take off their hat, and there's another person, and there's another person, and so it feels like you're kind of being surprised with things, or like there isn't a routine. But what does it, I mean, I guess you'll know what this means best, but with this completion card, we've got expansion. But these are extensions of the same person. All right. Now I'm getting a little confused here, so let me make sure I clarify. So we started with the Seven of Needles, which is a truth being revealed, and Spirit's talking about expansion in some way. And we do have a card that portrays the same thing, like this extension of the same person, just smaller. But I'm confused about this completion card. Golden Mirror. Self-absorbed narcissist, one-side relationship, love bombing. Okay, I've got it now. So it seems like for some of you, you're recognizing that in order for you to expand, there's a relationship here that, is going to cycle out. This is interesting. Some sort of relationship or somebody that you're holding on to that is preventing progression, expansion. I feel like for some of you, okay, this is going to be, I'm going to be delicate with this, but I feel like for somebody here in particular, you could be in a relationship with somebody who like doesn't want children, and maybe they weren't transparent about that in the beginning. Flip the energy, how it resonates. But that's somebody's story here, not everyone's. But yeah. So Spirit is communicating that there's been, some sort of reflection here in the month of February that kind of lets you know that it illuminates what you would like to expand upon. what you would like to continue, what you would like to invest in, and what you have to change or complete in order to direct your attention into investing. Now, the Three of Potions, Potions is an emotional card, and it symbolizes, like friendship and love, relationships. So I definitely feel like for February, you're taking a look at your relationships and which ones are expanding and which ones, you're ready to complete totally, or complete in the sense of like changing the dynamic of that relationship. Because again, we do have the expansion card. So just because, something is considered completed, it could be just like the completion of a chapter specifically, and then you can open a new one where it looks different. So it could be for some of you, maybe you're rekindling something, or reflecting on a particular relationship where that's a little bit more one-sided. Okay. And you could be, that person, or having some realization about their behaviors and, working towards that. Three of Presents feels a little bit more kind of like a second chance for this particular story, for whoever this is for. So I do feel like, and honestly, like I said, I kept picking up the energy of children. And so it could be that this is a family, somebody's family, who is trying to come together and work together for their children. Like trying for another time for the sake of their family. So that's somebody's story. There's a lot of things that I picked up on, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But with the Seven of Needles here, that does indicate, some sort of truth being revealed, in the sense of information or reflection about a particular relationship, I feel like. And again, if it's not that, it could be something that you're investing your love into that you would like to expand or close out. So I do feel like there's a reflection on that in general. Okay. Hey, Scorpio, I forgot to give you your final card, so I'm recording that now. I'm going to insert it into your video. So here is your final card. Okay. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You've got ambition. May I offer all my deepest longings to love itself and invite a divine plan beyond the mind's imagining. Please use me for the highest good. Okay, so that is your reading, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Good luck on your journey, and take care.